At every Luncheon series, we provide a 3-minute program opportunity for a community partner to share their story. Today we feature the Dream US, a scholarship fund for students who can't receive federal aid due to their immigration status. I am pleased to note that Bill Ackman of the Pershing Square Foundation recently pledged $10 million to the fund to be paid over a 3-year period, and that the fund is administered by Scholarship America, whose new DC office is led by none other than Max Espinosa, who is with us today. Max, where are you seated? Right here. To share more about the good work of the Dream US is Gabriela Pacheco, who came to the United States from Ecuador at age 8, served as student body president of Miami-Dade College, and in 2010 led a 1,500-mile march from Miami to Washington, D.C. to promote the DREAM Act. So, before breaking to serve the main course, please welcome our community partner, Gaby Pacheco of the Dream US, to the podium.
Thank you so much for having me, Mickey, and thank you so much, Roxana, for also inviting me. Luis and everybody else at the Latino Leaders Network, you are doing such an incredible job. And when I think about the word value, we value our community. Being valued means having love, and you can certainly feel the love that you have for a community, and you can certainly feel the love that every single one of you have for our community. And I want to tell you a little bit about my story so I could give you some background on how important the Dream US is. A little over a decade ago, I was graduating from high school, knowing that after I received my high school diploma, even though I had done over 1,000 hours of community service, even though I had received already college credits, even though I was the president of many organizations and I was really involved and active and had members of Congress sending me congratulation letters and many universities saying, "Come to us," I couldn't. And I couldn't because I was undocumented and I was a dreamer. It took almost 25 plus visits to the local community college that years back had denied both of my sisters entrance to do their community college degrees, for them to say, yes, we'll let you start here. But we'll let you start here at our college as an international student, paying 4 times as much as your classmates. And I did it, and my parents and my family and my sisters and everybody gathered around me and helped me pay that tuition. And there wasn't any scholarships, and at the time there was only 5 or 6 states that had passed in-state tuition. Since then, a lot has changed. One, I've had the privilege to see many dreamers come out and tell their stories and be proud of who they are and be proud of their parents and the sacrifice that they did to come to the United States to give us an opportunity, to give us that dream that they dream of, the American dream, embedded in us as soon as we arrived this country. And so years later, I'm here to tell you that after seeing the DREAM Act in 2010 fail, after seeing the courts just recently in Texas try to stop us, there has been people that have come together and have said, enough. No member of Congress, no law, no legislation, nobody is going to stop us from what we know is to be true, to be fair, and to be needed. And so in 2003, a man by the name of Don Graham brought together people around a table and said, let's start a scholarship fund for dreamers. And since then, there has been many states that have passed in-state tuition, thanks to the support and help of many people here and many members of Congress that used to work in the state legislature, like our very own Joaquin Castro. But we also didn't have a national scholarship. In my community, I didn't have a scholarship to go to. Little by little, more and more scholarships started popping out, but nothing to the magnitude of the Dream.us. And I'm proud to tell you today a little information more about the Dream.us. Our co-founders, Henry Munoz, Secretary Carlos Gutierrez, Amanda Bennett, Candy Marshall, our president, and myself, to this day, and with the support of many people, including the support of Brent Wilkes, that connected us to Pershing Square, we've been able to fundraise, and hold on to your seats, $51 million. And I have to hold myself really tight to this podium because it's a little bit unreal. But it speaks to how other people see our community. I want to tell you that I'm very fortunate to see how many white males who are in business and in tech mainly believe in the value of our community. That even though they're not of the Latino background, they are putting their money where their mouth is because they understand and know the power of young people and the power of education. And so I want to end with reading what Inside Philanthropy wrote about these gifts that we've been receiving, not just from Don Graham, Bill Ackman, but other people across the nation that have said, I want to support the Dream.us. I want to support with $51 million, we're going to send over 2,000 people to college. People who are studying and are in STEM. Majority of our students are in STEM. We have 69% of our scholars are women. And we are going to graduate all these students, and they're going to have a bachelor's degree, and they're going to be ready with DACA, and hopefully we're going to be able to get them permanent solution, but they'll be able to start working right away. And so I'm going to finish off and read this to you, and this is the last portion of this article. And it moves me because of how much people believe in us. And I hope that every single one of you also believe in the Dream.us. And if you see fit, if you're a corporation, if you are somebody that has the ability to do, you can go to the Dream.us and make a donation, or let somebody else know about this. Let another dreamer, many educators in the room, let them know that there's people out there that believe. It says, another story here is about how US wealthy elites, particularly in tech and finance, are determined to ensure that the United States remain the nation that's friendliest to immigrants. To people like Zuckerberg and Bill Ackman, immigrants aren't some kind of threat to America's identity. They are the future of its economic vitality. Thank you so much.